The Shadow Lich is adamant in protecting its master, insulted by the fact that his king was trapped inside the body of a child. Isaac managed to free him after all, so now he's suddenly loyal to the guy. The monster stares at Joshua's line of defenses. Even Riley is confused as to what's going on. The humans were thankfully unable to understand his language, otherwise Isaac would be getting slaughtered here. The Shadow Lich has figured out his identity, and while that is commendable, it has compelled the human forces to target the Shadow Lich. The baby cries out from the barrier, catching the attention of the knights. He promises to return to Isaac soon, and for the Shadow Lich, this dude is swooning in affection that his master recognized him. The Shadow Lich ignores all of them and targets Isaac, but Riley and his men don't understand that the Shadow Lich means no harm to the child. He's just pissed that they sealed him in a tiny barrier. Meanwhile, Isaac instructs the demon to break the barrier, which it shatters with a single fucking smash, fulfilling the king's order. With the barrier penetrated, Riley and his men are losing their shit. But Isaac is having the time of his life reuniting with the Shadow Lich. Next, he actually double-crosses the Shadow Lich by sealing him inside the totem, much to his disappointment and confusion. Seeing this feat being performed by a damn child, Riley is questioning what the hell just happened. They just witnessed the boy turning a high demon into a totem. Shortly after his accomplishment, the knights praise him in glory for having used a holy spell. In reality, the kid used mana to seal the Shadow Lich. But Riley doesn't know that. He just thinks that a high-level holy spell was casted, and yet no power leaked out. They think the young master acted out of urgency of the situation, believing that Isaac was the most threatening force to the Shadow Lich at the time. They sing praises of the young master's glory and his future as a saint. But Riley is troubled in deep thought, not knowing why the demonkin forces are targeting the child. At this rate, he knows that something is special about this boy, but it's the fact that Isaac is a child that bothers him. Riley configures his thoughts and strengthens his resolve. The leader of the Blue Division wants to protect Isaac's future with his life. This is great news to Riley, who realizes that he's been naive all along. He was afraid of the Skeleton King's curse, but this boy seems destined to raise the honor of the Joshua family name. He grabs the boy and promises to teach the kid lots of things to become an incredible holy knight. Isaac happily smiles, but on the inside, he's secretly plotting his objective to retrieve his original body. Riley promises to protect him no matter how short his life is, spreading the boy's name across the continent. Isaac wants him to rewind to the part where he mentioned the shortness of his life. Anyway, let's skip ahead to Joshua Duchy, Isaac's safe haven, which is decorated with beauty all over the place. Isaac feels fucking betrayed that these guys are actually living the wealthiest damn life imaginable. When back at his place, the demonkin was starved for resources. He had to assume responsibility for them and keep them well fed. The detection spell even confirms that even a few of these sculptures are worth 10 Demon King castles. So their wealth is like Elon Musk's levels of wealth. Riley places the boy in his tiny casket. The Joshua residence is the hallmark place where demon-slaying warriors came to existence. He wants the boy to gaze outside at the knights' training, as he will one day become just like them. Meanwhile, these very knights are actually beating the shit out of the Demon King's mannequin. Bro is out here realizing that he's seriously fucked if they found out about his identity. Still, his main purpose remains the same. He's going to burn the Emperor alive and soon take over the Joshua Duchy. Even the detection spell thinks he's being petty for holding a grudge against kids. The spirit gets to work and interestingly locates a bunch of mana cores scattered all over the place. This is great news for Isaac. Riley arrives at his place and commands his servants to prepare his room for Isaac as well. One of the butlers apologizes for mentioning new orders. Apparently Riley is to guide the young master to the annex. It turns out that the fifth young master displays a deep grudge against Isaac and has issued orders against him. Riley is seriously annoyed that Isaac is supposed to be kept where a person met their own end. Their conflict just now makes Isaac happy to see that the Joshua family is in shambles on the inside. Riley doesn't understand his brother's intentions. At first, Isaac strongly opposes the idea himself, but that's when his convenient detection spell reminds him that there are many mana cores resting in Annex as well. Riley is firm in his decision and doesn't want to take the kid to that haunting place. The baby whines because Riley wants to read him some holy scriptures as bedtime stories. Isaac is getting tortured in his own family. As Riley is taking him away, the fifth young master shows up with an arrogant attitude, reminding his orders of sending the boy to the annex. This bitch face is Gowel Joshua, the fifth son of the family. Just one sight of this dude is enough for Isaac to conclude that he's your average delinquent.